Shit's trash, man. So
yeah,
I need to be because I didn't. And the thing is, I didn't even say nothing crazy. You know what I mean? Crazy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get why. You know what I'm saying? That I can't be just removed.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Just remove me off the thing. But this has nothing to do with my personal page. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So. Man, that's trash, man. That's trash. So yeah, because then I looked at my thing. I'm like, I was only supposed to be in there 24 hours. Then he was like, nah, you're live and advertisement can't go on for 60. I'm like, what type of shit is that? Fuck you, Facebook.
It is what it is. And guess what? We live.
Oh shit, we live. Oh shit, we've been live for 45 seconds. Look at this.
We've been live for a little bit. You know what?
Yo,
it's Young P.
Yo, what up?
Yeah, Young P. Young P stepped
what?
Young P stepped as Patrick? You live and breathe.
Wow.
He active out here in these streets.
Word up.
Ain't like he trying to grow some locks.
Trying
like
to, man. You know, so what you think? You got a little length on him.
Yeah, go for it.
Look good on you. You look like the Afrocentric weatherman. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? You know he down with the calls and shit.
You know, today we're expecting a high of 55 degrees.
Right. On this one Juneteenth, like he know all the hip hop quotes and all that shit.
You know what?
My brothers.
Well, I'm happy you're here. Ooh.
Bless you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Intelligently Ratchet.
Yes.
Episode, what, Bishop? What?
209.
209. We are your co-host, King Just. Got the illustrious DJ P Nominal and everybody's beloved and most hated in the cause while we're not on Facebook, Mr. Bishop Omega.
Man, I didn't do anything, man. Like I'm for real. Like I don't think I should have been. I think Facebook is treating me unfairly. You know what I'm saying? They're after me, so now I got to be careful what I say once I get out of this. Once I get out of this joint, but you know what? Hey, we on YouTube. We're gonna go to YouTube and we're gonna share the link directly on there, man. And
that's it. Just do that.
I want to not because I feel bad, man. I want to deeply apologize for my indiscretions. You know what I'm saying? For my indiscretions. To the fact is that now we have to push YouTube so much harder now.
Mm-hmm.
We have to push YouTube so much harder.
Oh, I'm with it. Yeah, but it's all good. It is what it is. At least you apologize. A lot of people need to apologize these days, which is why I know why P is on here.
Right.
We gonna get right to it. I know P wanna have this deep dive.
What makes you think that, Justin? Did the group chat give it away?
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't been in a group chat ever since my last little joint. I still got it on mute ever since P9 started texting us at like 8 a.m. I never took it off mute. So I gotta purposely go into the group chat to see what's going on or whatever.
I got you.
So but I'm talking about, we talking about apologies. I'm thinking, I'm thinking about one person in particular. We talking about Kanye.
Yep.
Crazy.
Yay.
But P was like, "Hey, y'all gotta watch the video." I wasn't going to watch it at all. I saw the little tag, the headline or whatever, and it automatically played on like an Instagram post, and I'm like, I don't give a fuck about this dude anymore. I don't care what he got to say anymore. I feel my feelings towards him are the same as Ben Simmons. So, but people was like, nah, I got some depth and it got layers to what he's saying. So I start, try to watch some of it. and I didn't watch the whole thing. I listened to some of it.
Okay.
Maybe like a third of it. So, if he said some other insightful things in the other 2 hours, I don't know. We can talk about it. I'll listen to what y'all have to say, but I ain't listening to him no more. So
listen, when I say this right here, P, I wanted to listen to Kanye.
Okay.
But it's just gonna be Kanye. Like I think I put the post up earlier when I was like, Kanye's not crazy.
Mm-hmm.
He's not crazy. He has a mental imbalance that he's dealing with in the public. You know what I'm saying? And it's just, he's just out live and he's unfiltered and he's got a bunch of yes people around him that says, yay, go, yay. Say what you want to say. Kind of like y'all did me. Y'all was like, yay, Bishop, use your freedom of speech. And then I used my freedom of speech and I got us blocked for 90 days. So, I want to deeply apologize. You know what I'm saying? I want to deeply apologize. I owe you men beers. That's what I do. I owe you beers. You know what I'm saying? And P, I know you don't drink, so you know what I'm saying? Some Old Duels for you, a 6-pack of Old Duels.
There you go.
Well, I mean, maybe some sparkling wine. You know what I mean? Sparkling cider. That's what that might be.
I absolutely love sparkling cider. I take that. Welch's for the win.
You gotta be fancy, man. Get the Martinells. It's a couple dollars.
Martinells,
you know what? You're right.
Run his pockets up. You know what I'm saying? It's about to be a holiday.
Well,
that's right.
You know what? That's what
Perfect
I'm saying.
Time.
I do apologize, man, deeply. But yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like, with him saying the whole DEFCON 3 situation and everything like that. And I don't want to say it out loud because I don't want to get them to put that on me. But yeah, I mean, it's like this. Yeah, Ye makes points.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? If we all sat back, it's like this. This is what I think. The reason why Ye seems so brilliant is because common sense isn't that common. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. And he's not really. If we had the time to just sit back and think of all the things that we could think, we could probably come up with a bunch of different solutions and say stuff wrong in our own right. You know what I mean? It's just that we have to live a life that doesn't allow us to do such. And then we also got people. We got a whole population of people that just won't think for themselves.
Okay.
So, and I think that's why Ye seems so surprising. And I'm like, nah, it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, ooh, what do you say? Like, no, I mean, it's there. You know what I mean? Is he telling lies? I don't think so. I think that is a better packaging of the truth that he's kind of telling. You know what I'm saying?
What? Mm-hmm. You're saying you don't think he's telling lies as far as what?
Well, I'm talking about from previous Ye outbursts. We're talking about that. You know what I'm saying? Like the whole MAGA hat and being a free thinker and all that stuff right there, right? Because like I said, I didn't watch this interview because, it's Ye, and I watched the last one. And it was like, it didn't really do anything for me. It's like I didn't know, you know what I mean? He just letting shit loose, right?
We say the last one. You talking about the last Drink Champs? The last
Drink Champs he was on before this one. Okay. Remember, so you know what I'm saying? So I mean, he just seemed off or whatever. So it's kind of hard for me to look at it. But like he's and again, sorry, Jess, I can't get any specifics, but I'm like, all right, he's not saying anything that's not a super false, like crazy statement. It's just the way he's giving the message. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's what it is. And he might be misconstruing things or not have full understanding of certain subject matter and everything like that. It's put it like that. So I don't think he's out there just lying. I think he may be mistaken. If that's a better way of putting it.
I think that assessment makes sense. And as y'all saw, I've been following the story fairly closely. Like I've watched a series of interviews. I watched the Drink Champs when it was premiering live on, what was it, Saturday, I believe it was.
Okay.
So like I watched the whole thing before they took it down.
Okay.
And it's typical Kanye in a lot of ways, where he has bursts of brilliance, and then other times you're like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Like when he went down the rabbit hole of George Floyd, which is like the low hanging fruit that everyone is conversating about right now. You got to understand how to preface the conversation. And that specific instance, if we're talking about that, because it was early in the conversation, like they touched on it so early, which is why a lot of people never made it to his apology within the 3-hour broadcast. He talked about the George Floyd thing. He was like, I was shown this documentary by Candace Owens. As you well know, him and Candace have been cool for a while. Like they had like a small riff, at least for appearances they did. I don't know if that was real or not, considering they cool again. Who knows? But she did a full-fledged documentary on George Floyd about his murder, his death, whatever the case may be, back about a year or so ago. I think it's when she initially released it, if I'm not mistaken. Right. But he recently was shown this documentary, and she sat down with various experts and of toxicology, of like people in the police department, and like all sorts of things. There was this one fella who I don't remember his exact role, but essentially he wasn't the person who did the autopsy, but he was reviewing the autopsy. It's kind of challenging to explain. I only watched it one time, this particular part. But long story short is when he was saying that the fentanyl was in the man's system, which was causing his heart to beat erratically. Add on top of that the stress of police in your face, pulling you out the car, you scared, you just, whatever, what have you. And then they showed another officer, I'm not sure which one, who was not Derek Chauvin, who was behind him, and they showed his body cam footage and showed that from the person who's videotaping, it showed a specific angle of Chauvin on the neck, which is the thing we all saw. And then there was another angle that was shown, whether doctored or not, who knows. I'll just preface that because I'm not presenting as fact. I'm just explaining what the documentary alluded to.
Right.
And showed him being that his knee wasn't on the neck or clavicle area, was more like on the back of his shoulder. That's what it showed in that specific instance that she had in her documentary. Whether it be factual or not, that's not for me to say. But that's what he was referring to when he got when he didn't even get pulled into it. He just brought it up about the whole scenario with George Floyd. And I'll turn it back to you guys with that bit of clarity as to what he's referring to.
When it comes down to it, it's like this. There were experts there. There were experts that I saw the trial, the George Floyd trial. There were experts and everything like that. And those experts acknowledged that, he had drugs in the system. But guess what? Those drugs wouldn't have effectively stopped his heart. Also, correct. It's like this. You can see that man, now understand, on a different angle at a different time, You know what I'm saying? Yeah, what I'm saying is right here. Here is your back. Here is your neck. That was with what? That's what. So let's not say it ain't easy to slide. It ain't easy. Oh, it wasn't like he was like you were saying that we saw the angle and he was on his lower back. You know what I'm saying? Then he slid all the way up to his upper back. No. So I mean, and then you got to talk about Candace Owens because she came in with the actual. She wanted to. What is the word I'm looking for? She wanted to tell a story that made it George Floyd's fault. And you can do that in documentaries. Super Size Me did the same thing. Straight up went out there like we all was like, oh, Super Size. Find out that he was doing other shit during that documentary to make it look worse than it was. Again, the same thing with Fahrenheit 9/11. When they said, you go to the bank, and get a shotgun, right? And then he walked out with a shotgun. Actually, the real thing was he had to fill out paperwork. The paperwork says you can, and they'll do a background. They had to do a background check, and then the shotgun will be mailed to you in 6 weeks. You can't walk out the bank with the shotgun. Couldn't walk out the bank with the shotgun, but for those intended purposes, then he's talking about gun control. He made it extreme. And all she did was do the same thing, like take one nugget and say, well, this is what they said. And yeah, I can pay experts to say whatever they want. If I give just enough money and be like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And be like, yo, can a taser grow weed better? Here's $10,000. Just be like, yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, if you tase fruit, it could make it grow. You know what I'm saying? In my opinion, yeah. I mean, electrical charges. You know what I'm saying? So shoot.
Why I believe that's something you would try to pay just to experiment with for real.
I would just get a whole bunch of weed plants and have him shock him with his taser. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So here's my take on it.
Give it to us.
I don't think it was necessarily the knee on the neck.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm talking about the George Floyd thing. The officer did that. It was the amount of body pressure that he had on his neck that stopped the airway.
Mm-hmm.
I can put my arm on you or lean on you, right? And it not hurt you. I can lean a little more and it cause your body to stabilize and, want to hold up. You know what I'm saying? I can lean all the way on you and make you fall. You get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So it was, yes, it's the knee on the back, but it's also the amount of pressure this man put. He put his body weight to compress this man's airway, which caused him to asphyxiate.
Right.
Correct.
That's just my former professional opinion, not my personal opinion. But he was tried.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And convicted.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And he's serving jail time for it. Motherfucker did this shit.
He did that shit.
Point blank period.
Point blank period.
He died from the drugs. He died from the lack of air coming into his body due by Chauvin's knee on the neck.
Right.
There you go.
That's what it was.
And that was one of those moments where I said of Kanye's brilliance, he totally missed the mark on that specific. I'm not even really sure why he brought it up, to be honest with you. But
so here's what I was, where I wanted to get to with that is we blame Kanye for, we obviously talking about mental illness or whatever, and his mom and all this. Granted, losing a loved one can be traumatic, and I do believe that it has been impactful and traumatic for him. But
Absolutely.
you can no longer use that as an excuse. Not in my opinion. Secondly, he knows what he's doing. Because anytime he's doing something or saying something, he's talking about the Black community for shock value. Or he's talking about a certain artist for shock value. He's talking about his family for shock value. Now he's going into the Jewish community or whatever for shock value, which from the time that I was listening, he was talking about how we don't own certain things and, stuff in the community. I was getting that.
Right.
So sometimes people are overly sensitive just because he said, the Jewish people got this and we don't. You know what I'm saying? Oh, he's anti-Semitic. At that point, he wasn't saying anything bad about the Jewish community or the people involved or whatever. And then try to say, he or we ourselves are in fact Jewish too, right? Try to be on some Israelite shit.
Right.
He's not dumb. He's definitely not a genius.
Right.
He's doing this shit for shock value. He knows it's going to get y'all attention. It's going to keep y'all. It's going to keep his name in y'all mouths or ears to the screen. For whatever he got coming up next, whether it's another album or he about to do some other artsy stuff or some more clothes or something like that.
Well, I think that's fair for the most part. I mean, if we try to peel back the onion here, peel back the layers. Of course, he had on the 2024 hat, which he's legally not allowed to say that he's running yet. You know what I'm saying? So, but he said he was like, I'm not. He's like, and then he catch himself after he said it. He'd be like, well, you know, I'm not supposed to say, but 2024, blah blah blah. Okay. So a lot of those points, though, like you said, that he made about the Jewish community there's nothing we've not heard before. You know what I'm saying? Like, he didn't give us some revelation like, oh man, I never knew that Black people signed to Jewish labels. Who knew? Like, or they have Jewish managers or road managers, business managers, accountants, the whole nine. Like, these are not surprising points.
Jewelers,
Jacob the Jeweler. Just example wise,
it's my thing is this right here, and we want to like say, oh, we got the power in the music. What it is this right here. We never had to sign a major labels. They chose to. And then if you just have counterparts of people with wealth, and you in New York, and you with people with wealth that have disposable income to start a record label, you know what I'm saying, and get seed money and all that stuff, it just happens to be our Jewish counterparts. They cared about enough about hip hop to look into it. You know what I'm saying, and to realize that it was a state. Like, at the end of the day, yeah, they got capital, but there's this 2022. Like, yo, your own record label. Like, Jessica put a whole album out right now and put it on freaking Twitch everywhere by himself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, nah, they're not holding you back. It's just that the fact is that instead of you doing this right here, instead of you doing a LeBron James, you getting your bag on the first album, and then doing this right here. Oh, you want a lawyer? You want a black lawyer? You want a lawyer you could trust? Put your cousin through college then. There you go. Now you got your lawyer. Oh, you want an accountant? Okay. Hey, Chris. You know what I'm saying? I called you. Hey, yo, I heard Chris is getting the numbers. Let me put Chris through college. So then that way, when he out of college, he could come work and be my accountant. First time out.
Mm-hmm.
See, this is what I'm saying. Is this right here? It ain't nothing. It ain't nothing new. But we want to do this right here. We want to. Oh, they in control. No, motherfucker, they in control because you allow it. Like, it does. Like, yeah, it was a time in America. With all that shit that I'm talking, it was illegal. You couldn't do.
Mm-hmm.
But then if you're going to be willfully ignorant about it, then, you know what I'm saying? Let's like, we got to stop that narrative. Yeah, at one point, yeah, that does ring true. But what are we doing about it now, Ye? What are we doing about it now?
With that being said, I feel like with Ye specifically, you know, if you watch the timeline over the last few years, he's complained about certain things that maybe later have, say, reoccurring themes, if we will.
Right.
So, like, he was all the way back when you think about him and Sway talking, like, you ain't got the answer. Sway talking about how difficult it was as a black designer to get into these high-end fashion conversations and beyond what is considered urban wear. So,
right.
And Ye eventually managed to do that with right. all his you know, his different brands or whatever. And then, of course, he got in with the Gap. He got in with Balenciaga. He got in with what, Nike and who was it, Reebok or whoever it was that was distributing Adidas, excuse me, that was distributing the Yeezy brand. Now he's falling out with those brands, and he's essentially, you know, looking to do it himself. So he is sort of doing the thing that we always say you need to do, which is do it yourself and not be dependent on these other entities.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's a stepping stone. I'm not saying it's not a stepping stone because it's already established, right?
Right.
It's kind of like this. Yeah, sometimes you got to work in a system to get established, and once you get established, you're supposed to bring your people up. Then that's what you got to do. Like, I can't be a personal trainer right now. I got to train myself to be a personal trainer, right? I got to get in shape, so I got to go do these 100 reps, these 200 reps with Just. Then I'm gonna get sexy, and then once I get sexy, I'm like, all right, Just, that's enough. Now I can implement my own plan. I don't have to go to him no more. Right. I don't have to go to him. Now he has his own established situation on the Justin side. Now, you know what I'm saying? Now I got to get P nominal to that value. Hey, P, don't go to Justin. I do things a little bit different. I burn sage a little bit. You know what I'm saying? You want some porridge? I made this porridge myself. You know what I'm saying? I gave you this protein porridge. You know what I mean? Just only over there feed you, you know what I'm saying, beef jerky. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. Because he don't like his clients.
Hey,
you know
it's
what I
low
mean?
in calories. That's actually healthy for you. Stop it.
I know, but I got this porridge though. See, it's my porridge. It's the same, you know what I mean? I scoop, look, and I baby bird it to my, you know what I'm saying? I baby bird it to my clients. I'm like, oh, you want this porridge? Let me cool. Open your mouth. Oh, there you go. Well, porridge from me to you. You know.
But we'll later in the conversation, just to kind of wrap it up a bit. Kanye eventually, like I said, maybe like 2 hours in, Nori has gone on the apology tour saying, you know, I didn't really know he was gonna go there, or I didn't know he was gonna say this or that, or it's my bad for putting him on, blah blah blah. But about 2 hours into the conversation, Kanye essentially explained, "What up, Dan?
What up, Danny?"
He essentially said, "Hey, it's not that I'm mad at the Jewish people. I'm not. I obviously don't want nothing to happen to them. But what I'm saying is that I'm just jealous of them. I'm jealous about how well organized they are, how they pull their resources, how they stick together, how they've managed to control all these different industries that we sign into or essentially work for, if you will, and that I want our people to be able to do the same, which is, I mean, not comparing the two. Let me be careful not to conflate, but like essentially that's what the nation has always talked about, the Nation of Islam, with the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan and all of his disciples and descendants. Whether you talk about Brother Reza Islam, Brother Ben X, I could go down the list because I know most of them. I follow a lot of them, but that has always been the end goal. Hey, we need to be able to do for self, build our own communities, build our own infrastructures, build our own, build our own everything, because we don't really own or control any major resources, and we're just using entertainment as a small, a small piece of a larger pie. Like, there are some that, don't get me wrong, there are some who've done independent, like if we're talking music specific, like Tech Nine, like he's never been signed to anybody. He's always been independent, and he's millions and millions and millions of dollars, super successful, probably one of, if not the most successful independent artist of all time. So it can be done. It has been done. So Ye, but here's the thing though. Ye, they're gonna drag Ye. Let's just imagine he didn't say anything that was off-putting, right? Let's say the message was the same, but it was cleaned up in a manner in which was more digestible, right? Someone big like Ye, let's think beyond here. Let's go beyond the obvious. If someone like Drake or someone like Ye or someone like Beyonce is like, hey, guess what, major labels? I'm independent now, from now on, and I'm buying up all my masters. You won't eat off of it anymore. It's mine now.
Right.
And then they start encouraging down the trickle down effect. If the biggest artists, multiples in the world, are like, from now on, if Bad Bunny tomorrow was like, nobody owns my stuff anymore. I'm completely independent. I own it all, and I'm putting out my stuff on my own from now on. Imagine the trickle down. Like, record labels are already dying in a sense, because like you alluded to earlier, you can do it all yourself now. So if they're gonna, in my opinion, I feel like this is a small piece of it as to why they can't encourage any type of messaging that came from this Drink Champs episode, and they took the thing down so you don't have anything to compare it to. So they completely own the narrative, which was similar to what Kanye was kind of piecing together in the beginning. He's like, hey, these media companies run the narrative, and whatever they say is essentially how it goes. And now their silence, they kind of censored them in this regard, because we can't just go back and watch the episode and pull for ourselves what he said, piece the messaging together, take the good bits, give the bad bits down, and like go from there. You know what I'm saying? So what do you guys feel? Let me make it specific. What do you guys feel about Revolt, YouTube taking down the episode? Do you feel like they should have? You think they should have left it up and just allow people to consume what they consume and feel how they feel about it? What do you guys think? Should they have left the episode up or not?
Nah, I think they should have left it up. Free speech. Let people gain their own opinions from it. even if they are offended, it's out there. You know where this person stands on whatever view, cause, whatnot. That's what I think. And I think LeBron should have released his episode shot with him on it, because I know he was saying pretty much the same stuff too. But yeah, I think. Yeah.
I mean, it's like this. It's like at the end of the day, you're bringing Kanye West on, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know what you're getting.
You know what you're getting. It's at the end of the day. It's like you understand what you are going with. It's like anytime that we bring P Nominal on the show, we're gonna feel a little bit more uplifted. You know what I mean? More refreshing, more positive. It's a positive note. He's a, you know what I mean? You know. Now if we look at him. Look at him. Look at him.
Oh, let me spit out my drink.
But at the end of the day, man, it's like, yo, man, like Kanye has opinions just like everybody else, man. He just got more people listening to him, you know what I'm saying? And it's like, that's what you bring Kanye West on. You bring him on there for that opinion. And it's like this. And if you're gonna bring him on for the opinion, then if you're gonna have the balls to bring him on, then have the balls to listen to what he say and stand on it. Like, there you go. And again, like, I'm not, like, my thing is right here. Drink Champs is not at fault. Revolta's not at fault for this. He said it. Bring right. I'm just getting
that
the media.
Part.
You know what I'm saying? I'm just getting the media. Like right now, we are live right now. We are live right now. If I got up and just walked across this shit buck ass naked, guess what? You know what I mean? It's like this. That's not something that P and Just actually wanted. They didn't want that. The viewers didn't want that. It was something that Bishop Omega did.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And then if y'all bring me back on and I do this shit again, guess what? You doing it on purpose because Bishop it boosted the ratings when he got naked, you know what I'm saying, from the last time from women from 45 to 96, boosted our records up, you know what I'm saying?
45 to 96.
You know what I'm saying? They love the dad bod, you know what I'm saying?
Has he apologized to the George Floyd family yet for that shit he's talking about?
You talking about Kanye himself or you talking about Nori and them? No. No. He does not apologize for that. He did.
I heard that they're suing. So
yeah, they suing for like $250 million.
I mean, I don't know if that's accurate or not. I know the lawyer said they were considering it, and now they're seeing
$250 million. Yeah,
exactly. So who knows if that's real or not? That could be another one of those things. Right. But and even in that regard, I think, if I'm being honest, I believe that suing Kanye for his marks as some type of defamation of character, I think it's kind of ridiculous, to be honest with you, and on multiple levels. So let's start. My initial problem would be, you want to sue Ye, which we've been saying his name wrong this whole time. He has officially changed his name.
His name is Kanye. He was born Kanye. I'm gonna call him Kanye.
His mama call him Kanye. I'm gonna call him Kanye.
Well, with Ye, I'll be the example here. Ye, but you want to sue him, but where's that energy for Candace Owens? Where's the energy for the documentary? Where's the energy for Fox News, who's run that narrative really since day one? Mm-hmm. So where's Tucker Carlson in your lawsuit? Where's all the other talking heads up there? Like, you wanna sue Ye because what? Because this is the new current thing. And then I found out, which one doesn't, I'm just giving some devil's advocate juxtaposition here. Mm-hmm. I didn't even know until they were floating this lawsuit thing that Kanye had given the family, had set up a college fund and given the families of George Floyd, Breonna Taylor, and Ahmaud Arbery $2 million. Did y'all know about this? This was all the way back in 2020.
And we're not supposed to.
And it was reported from multiple major news outlets. I just didn't know about it. I just recently found out because of all this attention that it's been getting. Right. Not to say one negates the other. I just found it interesting. But
no, I mean, it's like this. It's like, the sue him for defamation because he didn't do anything. He just wrongly reported or wrongly understood a documentary.
Exactly. He literally said, "This is what I saw in the documentary." This is my understanding, and this is what I saw.
Right.
So again, where's the energy for everybody else?
And that's not defamation of character. That's just saying that that's what it's saying is that they're saying that
I don't believe it. I think that's incorrect. Mm-hmm. He was saying it as if he was supporting the information, the doctrine, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Right. And that's his opinion off of what he saw, because you know what I'm saying? That's what he saw. You know what I mean? And that's what he wanted to talk. If that's what he wanted to agree with, hey yo, that's all right. That's okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay. It's okay for him to do, but for him to get sued, his opinion, and guess what? Off of a documentary that wanted to pursue and show that narrative.
Right.
Also a documentary with one of his friends did. Exactly. So it's like this. If I did a documentary, you know what I'm saying? And I said, just here's this documentary. Just is gonna look at this documentary like, oh, my man Bishop did this. I'm gonna lean into it and give it enough respect. You know what I'm saying? Now, boom. And now we're talking about Kanye too. So we talk about like boom, and you know what I'm saying, and always trying to always ready to be on the other side of the trend.
Mm-hmm.
So I can see myself an open-minded person, and I'll listen to information and whatever, but it's all bullshit.
But Kanye likes to be the contrary. You know what I'm saying? It's like this.
That's fine. Sometimes I'll have those contrarian conversations as well. Yeah, I'm definitely devil's advocate on certain things. You know what I'm saying? You know, half of the time, most people thought in a lot of these conversations that I was like always supporting the police, you know, when we're having conversations, but I'm like, okay, but it's also certain things that I know. So let's talk about it from this point of view.
Right.
Doesn't necessarily mean I believe this to be what's going on.
Right.
But let's talk about it from this point of view.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm. Because I'm talking about it from this point of view doesn't necessarily mean I believe it. But I will always state that.
Right.
Because as soon as I say something, someone automatically thinks this is what I believe and what I'm standing for.
This is what just believes.
Right. This is what you believe. But yes, I'm saying if Kanye would have said, well, just like, hey, this is what I saw. I'm not saying this is the case, but this is the. But again, if you speak it to, but again, he still shouldn't be getting sued for that because he, you know what I'm saying? It's like this, and that was kind of the point I'm making. I'm like, yeah, it's not
because of his brand and his platform.
Right.
Exactly.
Like if you don't fuck with Kanye, like it's like with anything. If you don't fuck with if you don't fuck with the ideals of a company, you don't have to support said company.
You don't.
Right.
Which is why I took all the music down. I'm like, I'm sorry, you can't be rocking this White Lives Matter, you know, stuff and I'm cool. And knowing how even the term originated or the movement originated versus the All Lives Matter versus, you know what I'm saying, the whole or the Blue Lives Matter. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I'm taking a step back from my support with Kanye till I see or hear otherwise.
So what would it be for you? Is it just an apology? Is it him just changing course altogether? Like he's not talking about these things anymore, and he's
nothing. I would say the best apology is change it, right?
Mm-hmm.
A person can say they're sorry all the time, but you keep smacking them in the face, keep saying I'm sorry. That's like an abusive relationship. It's toxic. Like I said, he always has something to say towards his, I don't want to say his family, but his child's family. You know what I'm saying?
Which you spoke about that fairly extensively.
The black community. Well. You know what I'm saying? It's just you need to chill with all that. We don't need to, especially with your family. We don't need to know all that.
I could see that perspective.
Right. Have some damn.
Because you don't see. I'm sorry, you don't see. As far as from what I see, my own 4 eyes, you don't really see Kim saying or posting anything. You know what I'm saying about him or the sisters or anything. It's him.
Mm-hmm.
He's putting all the shit to light or exposure. Nah, chill.
It's like one of those situations. He playing a bitter baby mom role. You know what I'm saying? Let me come out here.
I'm just not gonna listen.
Right. Let me come out here and just try to embarrass you. Like, motherfuckers, like, at the end of the day, you're not hurting nothing. You just loud to be loud. Oh, yeah, it's gonna be a giggle. And especially if you don't, if the person like Kim is in a place of power anyway, because she's just not acknowledging the shit.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you're not hurting my brand, B. Like, what are you doing? Like, all right, like what? The people that was on the fringe, that's the only people you're taking off that wasn't really fucking with you in the first place.
True. The only again in a sort of a devil's advocate moment.
No, you like Kanye. You like Kanye. You a gay.
Well, look, man, Kanye was my favorite for many years. What? I'll put that out there.
He's a.
I had the pink polo and everything.
He's a yam.
He's a yam.
I'm a yam.
Look, and look, we about to cancel P off of this right here. Watch me get canceled. Like, and he still listen to R. Kelly, folks. So boom, you know what I'm saying?
And so that was another thing. And that was another thing that I was thinking about. It was like the reason why I'm like, for the time being, I'm going to like just not rock with Kanye. You know what I'm saying? Because he didn't like physically harm nobody. You know what I'm saying? He didn't rape nobody or like emotionally do anything. You know, nothing crazy anyway. You know what I'm saying? Nothing that he can't come back from.
Right.
Like, agree.
R. Kelly can't come back from this, in my opinion.
Because
he probably can't come back for this.
You know what I'm saying? He's been found guilty.
You're probably right about that.
Bill Cosby, you know what I'm saying, really can't come back from his shit or whatever. So it's like, nah.
Right.
But what he's doing over here is like, but right now, I can't fuck with you right now. You know what I'm saying? But like I said,
time out.
The best apology is change behavior. So, okay. You know what I'm saying? Let me just, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to undownload your songs. You know what I'm saying? But you start making some sense again. You start doing some shit, whatever. Okay. I'll put my favorites back on. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But right now, nah, I just can't rock them.
Like, I like it better like when Kanye, like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know, man. He's an eclectic person, you know what I'm saying? And when you're sheltered that way, and then, you know, it's like he don't have enough. I don't think Ye has enough. Huh?
He wasn't sheltered though.
No, I'm talking about now. Like,
you talking about like a affluenza type of thing?
Right. It's one of those situations where, like, you know what I'm saying, like, you could tell, like, in some places that, you know what I mean, Kanye's bipolar, you know what I'm saying? And everything like that. And you got people around there that's really not trying to, I don't think has, you know what I mean, it's not trying to benefit them. It's almost like, you know what I mean, when I watch Tyson, right? Or Mike on Hulu, you know what I'm saying? Which, you know what I mean, he didn't want us to do, but I did it anyway because I just wanted to see what it was, right? I was like, and it was dope.
Like, I did it anyway.
Yeah, I'm saying I didn't watch it because he said, hey, they're using my likeness without my permission over there, so I ain't watching it.
Right. Now, listen, the dude don't look nothing like Mike Tyson, but does he have the mannerisms? Absolutely. Like the whole, you know how Mike does his hands like this? He'd be like, yeah, now, and they walked around the corner and he does this. And I told the motherfucker, I said, you get on the ground if you don't want to get on the ground. So he has all that. But they were kind of talking about like how Mike is manic depressive, but they were saying that the medicine that he was on to be a better person made him a worse fighter. Yeah. So they were keeping him off of his meds. So a good Mike Tyson in society, this Mike Tyson that we know and love right now, you know what I'm saying? He could not have been the monster or the killer that he was without it. You know what I mean? Or on that level, that's what they thought. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? And it was
that's a fair. I understand that assessment, and that could also be true for Kanye.
And I'm thinking they're doing the same thing with Kanye, where it's like, all right, boom, the genius that we love about Kanye, but it's people around him that are not saying anything. Like they might not be like, yo, we really want to help him, and this could help him, but they may be too afraid to be like, hey, yo, man, chill out. Like somebody need to be in there like and really grip him up, like, yo, man, chill the fuck out, and not care about that money and all that stuff. I'll get my money from somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? But you need to chill the fuck out. And I think that's what Kanye needs. He need to come to Jesus moment to be like, yo, you out here saying the wrong stuff, man. You saying, and it's not like you're doing it every once in a while. You always saying the wrong stuff, B. So, you know what I mean? Yeah. And it's like, yeah, like you could explain it any way. Like, yeah. And then, you know what I mean? It's like, and to be wrapped in with Candace Owens and shit. You know what I'm saying? With the wildlife. Like, come on, man. Like, you know that, like I'm with Just, you know exactly what the fuck you were doing. You know exactly what the fuck you were doing. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't like it was an art piece that said White Lives Matter, and then we can sit here and be like, oh, okay, this is what the existentialism of the White Lives Matter. As you can tell, if you look closely, the white W has hairs follicles of the Native Americans, and this is the story. No, you put Candace Owens next to it, which is the biggest quote unquote COON in the world, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Co-on, you know what I'm saying? Because you know, I don't want to say it because I don't want to get sued or anything like that. So come on, man. It's like you know what you're doing. What you're doing. It's like going out there and you dress in an Uncle Ruckus outfit with the White Lives Matter joint on, you know what I'm saying? Or out here with David Duke and have dinner with David Duke or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I'm a free think. I want to see what he talk about, fam. No, B, we know what he on. He don't like people like us. So why are we sitting here trying to figure that out? So
makes sense.
That's why I'm at with it. But you know what? I want to change the subject. Forget Kanye West.
What you got, dog?
There is something that's going on right now that is deeply moving and disturbing at the same time. And I think that it could be the cost of in all days. And this is what I'm saying. These Philadelphia sports teams out here winning, boy. Ooh wee. Listen, I know it's not natural. Just you gotta understand it ain't natural, B. It's not natural for us to be winning like this. Something's gonna happen. We don't win like this in Philly. This ain't New York. This ain't green. I'm telling you, man, it's scary, B. It's scary. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? We like, yo, the only reason why it's like this. The only reason why the Philadelphia Eagles aren't winning this weekend is because we got a bye week. We're just winning everything. The Phillies just went to the ALS East. You know what I'm saying? The pennant or whatever. Philly just and they just won that shit. Yep. Sixers is out here playing crazy.
Yeah, we lost yesterday, but we still playing crazy.
Crazy, out here playing crazy with a new improved Harden and Maxey. Come on, man! Like, yo, it's spooky hours out here for Philadelphia.
We got PJ Tucker, who I'm not crazy about, just on some personal stuff, but you know, all right, cool. We got PJ Tucker. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you bumped it. You know what? Why you got beef with PJ Tucker, man? You bumped.
Yeah, I was about to ask.
He
knew from around the way.
He did beat.
Okay. So you know something to sow something. Yeah. Hey, yo, PJ, tighten up.
Tighten up, dog.
Tighten up, dog. Tighten up.
What about anybody else on the team? You have any other favorites? What about what's his name? Tobias Harris. He any good?
Like Tobias Harris or me? Every time I hear his name, I think about Jimmy Butler, man. But I like him. Look, I like everybody on the squad.
Yep.
There's not a person I don't like on the squad.
Yep. I mean, it's we got a solid squad. We got a solid squad all the way down to like the 12th man on the bench, man. For real. Yeah. They good Philly players. They players that thrive. Like it's like, you know how I hate Eric Snow's game, but I love Eric Snow. You know what I'm saying? It's just like I can't stand the way Eric Snow dribble, man. Like, yo, oh man. Like he was trash, man. Like Eric, I don't think how much can you pull up Eric Snow's stats? I bet you he probably scored like 10 points a game, 9 points a game, and like 3 assists. Like as a point guard. Hate Eric Snow. Him and Paul Pierce. Like, I don't like Paul Pierce's game at all. Like, he played like he was a wet child, man, the whole time. Like he was just like, you need like his shit was so baggy, he didn't have enough shoulders for his shit. He just looked a little sloppy. Like he stunk a little bit. You know what I'm saying? Like,
well, dang.
Yeah. Like if anybody, but yeah, man, our Sixers, our Eagles and Phillies are doing well.
Eagles is doing good.
The soccer team's doing Philly
just thriving right now.
Yo, Philly is thriving right now, man. It's been so many years, man. Because normally we the welcome mat, we the step stool of everybody else, man.
Right?
Like we tough as shit.
Mm-hmm.
But we like that kid with the black eye with the chipped tooth. Everybody always pick on him, but he stay fighting. He is right. He stay fighting. He's like, what? Nah, I'm gonna go ahead and knuckle up. He's Rocky. Like, hey, we get beat up, and then we just stay around long enough.
Yeah, the wife was like, you want to get tickets to a game? Mm-hmm. It's like, I'm like, yeah, but no, but yeah. Like, I see.
Because it's a dangerous place, man. The link is a dangerous place.
Yeah, it's like, do I really want to be around that energy?
Right.
Be outside in the cold too. Like I picked the game and it's raining. I'm mad. The whole time.
Like I'm in here raining and stuff, but unless we playing the Giants and the Cowboys, and then that anger comes, you're like, yo, beat them. You know what I'm saying? But yeah. Can we talk?
And I don't want to risk getting into a fight because one of the games, because I'm going back home soon. So one of the games was when they play Washington back home or whatever. So it's a couple weeks, and I'm like, I don't want to be in the stands, and then I'm next to somebody or around some people that's Redskin fans. Like, it's going to be some issues. Absolutely. Just cause, like, I just know, unless how it is.
Right, because it's one of those situations. Because you got fans like us. Like we could go to this. Me and Jess could go to a sports bar. We could sit next to a Redskins fan, or a Commanders fan. Let's
right.
Commanders fan.
Washington. No, I just said
Washington football team fan. But we keep it cordial. We keep it cordial. We talk a little shit. You know what I'm saying? This, that, and the third. We buy each other drinks. Ha ha ha. Right. Mm-hmm. We all go home. But when you get in the link, when you get in these NFC
it's
East,
different energy.
I'm bringing my mask with me because it's gonna be like, hold away, man. Y'all thought I was fitting. Like I'm on that energy. I'm on goal time the whole time.
100%.
I'm a different.
You can't go to certain bars. If you watch the game in Philly in certain bars, it's like this. Like for real, if you're not an Eagles fan in that shit, then guess what? And it's like this. And it's especially like, okay, if we playing the Chargers, you a Chargers fan, you might get out of there and it's okay. You know what I'm saying? You talk your shit or whatever, because we're not invested in that. We're not invested. But you talk about that NFC East, those Cowboys, especially those Cowboys and them damn Skins. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my God, we have to muster up and beat the shit out of them. Why? Because
anybody in our division, we don't. But
you know what I'm saying? That's what it is. But we be beating up, we be doing the Giants dirty so much, you know what I'm saying? They don't really count.
Right. Yeah. Like, I know for me, like, I personally hate the Cowboys. I know last week it was like,
I was just about to ask that.
I can't go to the game. I can't not even go to the game, but I don't want to go nowhere out. Because I was talking so much shit to people, even at work, and me being in the position I am, especially when I'm being around veterans and I see they're a Cowboys fan, and I was just like, how do you live with yourself? You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, I don't need to be saying something like that shit because I don't know, you know what I'm saying, like where they are in their life, but it's just that they got that start there. I don't like them. Like, I'm for real during that time frame, like for real, fuck you type shit. You know what I'm saying? And so I don't want to go to a game and have all that energy, not just with myself, but you're going to be feeling it in the stadium. Like Philly's the first stadium to have a jail system in every spot, like court system and everything. You know what I'm saying? Like we like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I hate people for real.
We the most annoying fans. It's like this. We like for real, we are the most annoying natural fans ever. Because if you see, I was about to say, because you being an Eagles fan, you being an Eagles and Sixers fan, it's like this. What you did was this right here. You looked at 32 teams.
Yeah, exactly.
You did. You look at 32 teams, and all these other 32 teams you could have picked, and you said, you know what? I need to go here. I need to go here. You know what I'm saying? With people that were born and we don't know no better. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like this. We were born, like, me and Jess were born being Philadelphia Eagles fans. Why? Because our parents was Philadelphia Eagles fans. Our uncles was Philadelphia Eagles fans.
Well, I'm from Philly, so I'm a Philadelphia Eagles fan. So
yo,
Josh,
man, I still got the beat, you know what I'm saying? This nigga forget who I am, yo.
Should have never gave this man the button.
Fuck the 60 days, nigga. I still got the power, B. Especially this time of year. Shoot, I don't care if I am from. I'm not from Philly. I'm from Philly, yo. 100%. Like, I look. I ain't in Durham right now. I'm in Philly. I'm in a row house right now. I done built the wall. I done built the wall in my house so it can slim it down, so I can take some square footage off of this joint. You know what I mean?
Terrible.
I'm out here with the talking to the twins like this. They like, Daddy, pass me the John. Like, yeah. Go get the John.
Go get the John.
Go get the John. But nah, man. But yeah, man. Like, I forgot what I was saying because.
But no, it's just the energy. We just really like that especially when we're around other people that are like fans of other joints. Because I've been at Tobacco Road and went to the next table and talked the most shit. Where I know I should have just been, you know what I'm saying? Like whatever, like the most disrespectful stuff. So I don't want to be in a stadium and that comes out because then my wife will be looking like. You know what I'm saying? Like
that's just reserved. That's reserved for the shit you get. Like you get around.
That's just Tatum the monster. Like I know me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Like put yourself in that situation.
Right. Especially against a team. Like, yeah, he can survive that. We playing the Titans. You know what I'm saying? It's just, you know what I mean? We just got to beat the team. But you talk about that NFC East, and you talk about being in the link. And it's like this: if we went to Washington Stadium, if we went to Cowboy Stadium, AT&T Stadium, or whatever, or
I'm
to
pissing on the seat, but you know,
but guess what? They gonna look at us just the same way. You know what I'm saying? They gonna be like, oh yeah, because but with the Cowboys fan is this right here. You got a 70% chance of them not doing nothing because they just like wearing because the colors match their mascara. You know what I'm saying? So. They just fans because, you know what I mean, it's cool to be a Cowboys fan. It's like almost like a Lakers fan. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to be that because they're winners, right? Quote unquote winners. But yeah, you talking about Giants fans? Oh yeah. You talking about Redskins fans? I'm talking about uncivil.
Yeah.
Uncivil. And it's like, yeah, we uncivil all football season. Let's go. Let's talk it. You know what I'm saying? Because that the type of shit you talk about your team is how much you watch them and how you be sitting on. Because when we was playing these Cowboys and Lane got knocked out, and they start making that run, you talking about somebody angry as shit. Oh my God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my God. Every touchdown was, there we go. I'm sitting here yelling. I'm yelling in this month.
Yeah. Like I'm passionate, and like so like my my boss is a Bears fan or whatever.
Okay.
Matter of fact,
I met him at the last time he was out, right?
Yeah,
okay. Right.
You know what I'm saying? One of the peoples or whatever. And damn, P9 just did, but you know what I'm saying? He'll be back. He'll be back.
Yeah, I'll be back.
You know, so it's like he was like, hey, you know, Eagles and the Bears play. You want to get to the, you know, let's go to Tabernacle Grove, go to the game. And he's like, you know, I ain't gonna bet you because I already know you're gonna win. I already know you're gonna talk shit. You know what I'm saying? So like, as long as he know. Like, I'll be on my shit during this game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
It ain't no keeping it cool. You know what I'm saying? We just passionate people when it comes to, you know what I'm saying, certain teams like that, and just being in Philly, from Philly or whatever, it's just a little bit different. So it's like I want to go to the game. I really do want to go to the game, but it's like I be thinking about the bigger picture. You know what I'm saying?
You need to go to a preseason game. You know?
I go to a preseason game or just the first game of the season or something. You know, something crazy. Like if they playing the Carolina Panthers, I'll come here. You know what I'm saying? Like do that, but it's like at home.
In the link.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, do I really want to? Nah, you know what I'm saying?
Do you really want to do that to that poor Commanders fan that's gonna be sitting next to you? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. I don't want to do that to him. You know what I'm saying? Or you know, be talking a whole bunch of junk around people around. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want.
And then children be there, and you look at it. You look at because you will look at an 8-year-old and tell them fuck you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? Like.
You little man.
Shit. Your team ain't shit. Your daddy ain't shit.
He's talking. Look, that's an 8-year-old talking to you.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't
oh shit!
I'm gonna be hella on. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right. And understandable. You're supposed to, man. But yo, shout out to the Philly, man. We out here doing the thing. We're out here doing the thing. What's up, man? What you got planned for Halloween, sir?
Man, the family went and got costumes and stuff. So whatever they decide to do. I don't know what they bought. I don't know if they bought me anything.
Right.
You know, if anything, I'll just give out candy. Have you going to the fair yet?
No, I don't do the fair.
Me either.
I don't like it.
Me either. I heard the food fell off like crazy this year.
Word. I heard, you know what I'm saying? Like, I never liked the fair because I had a bad experience when I was in middle school or whatever. With the fair that we up in Philly, with the state fair we went to Philly, and the people just treated us wrong and shit like that. So we end up not even, you know, it was open during the daytime or whatever, right? You know what I'm saying? But since it wasn't a big crowd or anything like that, I think they went like maybe like I don't know what the last day or some shit like because the fair in Philly ain't like it is down here. They like, yo, everybody gotta be there. I'm like, man, we'll go on Saturday. But yeah, we went there, got there early, and they didn't want to open up the rides or do anything like that for us. So we end up like just going out to the field next to it and just chilling out in the field and playing football out there, whatever. Like one of my teachers or whatever, he went and went to a Toys R Us or Kitty City that was closer and grabbed the football and let us play football and stuff like that, man, and some jump ropes for the girls and shit. But yeah, ever since then, I was like, I'm good with that shit. I'm good with that shit because they don't, you know what I'm saying? They don't really fuck with you like that unless you're spending money. So.
Dang.
I'm not gonna drive. I'm not going to fucking get on a ride that they can pick up and move. Nah, I'm just not. You're not gonna throw me 20 feet in the air.
Yeah,
and that shit got wheels on it. I'm just not.
So have the kids gone to the fair?
I know you DJing an event at the fair, ain't you?
Me? No, I'm actually not. I've never. Well, that's not true.
I'm about to say that one.
I was curious to say I've never DJed the actual fair. I've DJed at the fairgrounds many times, but never for the fair itself.
Okay,
so,
gotcha.
Okay. But I'm not going this year. I'm just not
like
interested.
I'm saying, like it's too COVID, man. It's COVID's real. Monkeypox is still real. You know what I'm saying? Delta variant, the Ninja variant, the Omarion variant. You know what I'm saying? Like the touch variant. Like, nah, I'm good, man. I'm good, and I don't need to be around people like that. I didn't like it. I didn't like it when I did go.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So shoot.
All right. Missy Elliott. She got a street named after her in her hometown.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Missy.
Yeah, shout out to Missy. You know, I really think Missy doesn't get the homage that she deserves.
You're right.
As an artist, not even as a rapper, but as an artist, because she was singing, you know, her videos, the creativity, you know what I'm saying, just all of that. She very underrated. Very underrated.
Not you know what it is?
Underappreciated.
Underappreciated. Yeah. Underappreciated. Like for the crown jewel that she is. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, yeah. You know what I'm saying? And even myself, like, you know, it's hindsight 2020. Like when Missy was out, you know what I'm saying? It was all lyrical, miracle, spiritual rap for me. It was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so it wasn't touching me like it should have or whatever, right? But not really, it did touch me. Because not realizing like 20 years after the fact, 15 years after the fact, I know all the songs. Like Missy Elliott song, come on, you like, and you know what I'm saying? And you rocking the Missy like, oh man, yeah, she was a part of my life.
Exactly.
She was a part of my life. And it's like, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I'm liking the fact that they're giving our pioneers. Look at Missy. Look at her. Look at that. Hey, Missy.
She look good. I don't want to say like still look good, but she look good.
She look good.
Yeah.
Look at Missy.
Go ahead,
Missy. And she like 50 now, right?
You not even that, but like you gotta respect her pen for like the songs like she wrote on the low. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And
you talking about see, and we get caught up with like, yo, the person. We get caught up with people like oh, Dream fell off, like Neo fell off, and T-Pain fell. No, these people did not. These people did not fall off.
Didn't.
Right.
They just fell back.
They just fell back.
They fell back, and I think what T-Pain was talking about, like he was like he lived next door to Neo or whatever, right? And his BMI check came in. Neo BMI check came in, or whatever. Yeah. He said Neo BMI check. He said I opened it and looked at it, and Neo's BMI check. I'll give you a guess again. How much was BMI check?
Was it for the year, for the quarter, for the month?
Right. I don't know where he just said the check. Him and he got they got their checks at the same time.
I'm just going
6 million.
I was gonna say about 5 million. 3 to 5 million.
$8 million.
$8 million.
About right.
Yo, and then guess how much T-Pain was? $9 million. Yeah. Said him and Neo were number 1 and number 2 making money for BMI.
There you go.
They sent them a royalty check. See, I don't know if y'all know about music. A royalty check.
Mm-hmm.
You selling some shit when you get a royalty check for $8 million.
Exactly.
Like it's cats out there with number 1 hits is getting royalty checks for $150 with a number 1 hit.
Yeah. Shoot,
you know,
just like
you got to think a person like, and then like the Dream has sold his sold his catalog. I forgot how much it was for. And a lot of artists are doing that. You know what I'm saying? But I'm like, okay, yeah, he sold his own personal catalog.
Right.
You got to think all the shit he wrote for Rihanna.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? All the shit that he wrote for Beyonce. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
and when you write that
for
shit,
23 million, 75% of his catalog for 23 million.
Yeah.
Listen. When you write that shit, though, and they sell their catalog, you still get paid off their catalog.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yo, you gotta think the Dream wrote Umbrella. Like he could have stopped there. He could have stopped.
and that's his ad lib right there. Exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Just off of that, he was good. He didn't need to do nothing else if he didn't want to. Like
irreplaceable to the left.
Yep.
Right.
All that.
He
writing them shits. Here you go. You can have that.
Single ladies.
Exactly. Single ladies. Like, come on, man.
And we ain't gonna talk about the shit that fucking Neo done wrote.
Right, that's what I'm saying. All the shit Neo done hit. He did some shit for, you know what I'm saying? Beyonce too. So it's like crazy.
And then his own hits. Think about the joints he got with Pitbull. That give me everything tonight. That joint, Time of My Life. Yeah, like Neo got Closer, Sexy Love. When You're Mad, this dude got hits on hits on hits.
Hey, I think the two of them would have been a good. The two of them would have been a good versus.
What, Neo and T-Pain?
That would have been
no. Neo and Dream.
Oh, the Dream.
Dream went up against Sean Garrett, which was good.
Right.
But I think him and Neo would have probably been a better one.
I know I saw T-Pain doing an interview not that long ago, maybe about 2 months or so ago. They were talking, he said they had been talks with Swiss and Timbaland about doing the verses over. Because if you remember, like they got in
early when they was on their own Facebook Lives. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. Yeah. You had to deal with the Wi-Fi, just like with Nelly. Yeah. He was in the middle of a storm, so the Wi-Fi cutting in and out when him and Luda went back and forth. But like they said, some of these older verses, like they might do over again or rematch them with someone else. So I hope that does happen with
because
I was just thinking about that, man. Are we done with verses though?
No, T-Pain went against Lil Jon.
Okay.
It's T-Pain, Lil Jon, and then Neo went against.
Went up against. It was a writer.
What is my man's name? Oh,
it was a songwriter.
I'm looking right at his face. I can't think of his name.
I know you're talking about. It was a songwriter. Yeah, and he wrote a lot of shit.
Yes, I can't think of his name. It's bothering me now.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that'd be dope. Like I said, I've always been a fan of the Dream. I don't know why. I just always like this music.
Jonte Austin, that's what it was.
There you go. Austin. Okay. And then but yeah, like even with all the stuff like with T-Pain and all his songs, you know what I'm saying? Like you know he's still getting paid off a low just off the hook.
Yep.
Yo, I did a school dance just this past Saturday, and they didn't say, "Can you play Flow Rider?" They said, "Can you play T-Pain low?" I said, "Yes, I can." Absolutely.
You gotta think about how many hooks and choruses he was on. You know what I'm saying? That was hits. So you know what I'm saying? But let's deep dive into that. Not just him. Let's talk about Akon because he was signed to Convict.
Yes,
that's right.
At one point in time, Akon had himself as an artist with all his hits.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
T-Pain as an artist, all his hits, and Lady Gaga.
Lady Gaga.
They was hitting off because they was both signed to Interscope, and it was some shit, and they was getting dropped. And Akon was like, "Let me have these two." He was like, "Here, you can have them."
Right.
You can have Lady Gaga.
Little did they know. He had because Convict music was on fire. You had those three people you just named. They had Kobe O'Donis. They had a few other people. Like they were rocking over there. So imagine at least the first 2 or 3 albums. I think it was first 3 albums T-Pain put out was all on Convict. They got all the hit. Like you know how paid Akon.
Buy you a drink. Bartender, I'm in love with a stripper. All the, you know what I'm saying? All of them things.
Yeah.
Listen, and what I'm saying, that's why Akon is motherfucking putting fresh water in Africa now.
That's it. That's why he go walk around with a $10,000 toupee.
Right.
He got in Turkey.
Yeah.
Akon is out here living his life.
Because he still had all his hits. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Like,
I got locked up, came in. And then, like I said, and Lady Gaga was buzzing at that time.
Well,
you know what I'm saying?
Just Dance, Poker Face.
Poker Face, yeah.
Come on, that was under Convict. Like
all on the Akon.
All on the Convict. So bad that T.I. had to go get Iggy Azalea. He was like, "Oh shit, we get
give me a white chick.
Why you get a white girl too? Shit,
hey, it worked. It worked. That's what I'm saying. People hated on him, but it worked. She's still around too.
Yep. But yeah, man, I'm shout out to that because you don't. It's like so many cats, and it's like thinking of that shit, man. It was like I was talking to Sky Zoo, right? I was at his shop.
Okay.
I was about to say name drop.
You know, we
need a bomb right here.
We do things. I host things. You know what I mean? I host things. I want to say this right here. You guys,
I was giving you time to go ahead and you know what I'm saying. I was going to ask you about it.
I did well, man. I surprised myself. Man. But I host things, and I was talking to Sky Zoo, right? And I was saying, and Sky won't release who he wrote for. But if you think about this, you think about Sky Zoo on a rap side, right? And it's like, yeah, Sky Zoo's an excellent flow person. And he like, that afforded him to buy a house, a very large house in Atlanta.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Off of writing. That this ghostwriting shit and then writing stuff is crazy. And like the general public don't know, don't like Sky Zoo could walk in and like me, we hip hop heads, we could kirk out a little bit. Oh, Sky Zoo, what's up? But you know what I mean? He's making money. He's making more money than most of these little pumps and all that stuff off of writing right now. And
what's his name? Skills. Mad Skills. You know what I'm saying? Mad he was Skills. Ghostwriting for a while. He was called the $1 Million Backpack and $1 Million Ghostwriter.
Yep.
King Los. You know what I'm saying? He did a lot of joints for Diddy for a while. Royce the 5'9" wrote for Diddy for a while. You know what I'm saying? Like, you'd be surprised, like, oh, they wrote that. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So
and it's like, and then when you find out who wrote for the shit, then you can catch the cadence too. You like, that is Jay. You know what I'm saying? That is Snoop. You know what I mean? Snoop wrote a lot of shit too.
Yeah.
Snoop got some hits.
But let's back it up, flip it, and reverse it. Jay-Z.
Yeah, I knew you was about to go there.
You know what I'm saying? Still DRE.
I couldn't believe that. I said, what?
And then when you hear it, you hear J Flow all in it. You like,
Would have never guessed. That's what's up, though.
But yeah, man. But yeah, back to Bishop Omega and myself gratification. Yeah, I did well, man. Did well. I want to say this right here. Listen. I believe that just charging people $20 was a steal. You know what I'm saying? I might have to raise the price up for this joint in December, Jay. I might have to go ahead and do that. I might have to tell these niggas, like, listen, man.
Tell them.
$275 easy, man. Because I was giving away jewels, man. It was stuff like this. Like Keish was like, I was surprised, like, because I'm like, I was nervous. I'm like, okay, how I'm gonna do it, right? Mm-hmm. And it's like, all right, and I just start talking, and then instead, you know what I mean, and by the time it was over with, the 2 hours went by that quick, and everybody got something out of it, and I was just proud of just saying that, okay, I got people to come out. So I hopefully, you know what I'm saying, even if you just want to check in with me, guys, everybody out there in Intelligent Ratchet Land, it's only $20 in December, man. Like, come on, I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Like, even if you pop in, you still might learn something. You know what I'm saying? If you just come in for the fun of it, I got a lot of knowledge, man. I got a lot of knowledge. You know what I'm saying? I you know what I mean? I figured out formulas to hosting. Why? Because I lived it. And now I can show you the shortcuts to being a good booked host. I've been being booked for what? Fucking going on 17 years. Consistently. It ain't 1 year I ain't been on 8 flyers. It ain't been. You know what I'm saying? It ain't 1 year. And I'm gonna tell you this right here, and there's a reason why. And I can tell you in that class. You know what I'm saying? There it is right there. Y'all come out in December, man. Check it out, man. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully y'all come out, boom, and then you know what I'm saying? And that's what it is. That's only $20.
Now look, you see that? And that, ladies and gentlemen, just in that moment, he was giving you yet another, just a glimpse of the mastery. Said, hey, look, man, I'm not gonna give it all to you. You want to know what's going on? You got to come on in and find out.
It's only $20.
December,
$20 with your boy.
$20.
$20.
you gonna blow that on Uber Eats anyway. Come through, man, enjoy yourself, learn something.
You can't even get a good bag of potato chips for $20 now. You know what I'm saying? Shoot.
Exactly.
What you get? What you get for $20 now? Uts, nigga.
But hold on, I like Uts, but yes.
You go pour them peasant chips. People out here eating peasant chips now. Us, yo, for real, the salt and vinegar Uts is probably the best salt and vinegar chips ever. I don't, you know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna hold you. I'm not gonna hold you at all, man. What's your favorite potato chip, Just?
Some type of barbecue, probably.
You ain't a chip person, man? What you a
person? No, I was eating chips earlier.
I'm saying, but I mean, maybe you're not a chip. You eat chips if they there. I'm talking about, like, you know what I'm saying? We got to go to war for chips. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm going with the Uts.
Hickory smoke, the Lay's hickory smoke joints.
Okay.
Ooh, the Ruffles joints or nah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I like mine.
Ruffles, my bad, not Lay's, but yeah, the hickory smoke joints.
I like plain chips, like the chips, like not the ruffle chips, better on sandwiches though. I don't like my Ruffles on sandwich because they get the sharp edges and give me the crumbs. You know what I'm saying? But I like them like because I'm a put the chips on a sandwich or inside a hoagie person. You know what I'm saying? I'm that person.
Nice. I like the my favorite probably be the Pringles, the barbecue Pringles joints, and then secondly would be the Utz barbecue.
Bub's barbecue. That's what's up. You know what I'm saying?
They got the honey barbecue, and then they got the other barbecue, the one that's like a deeper barbecue. I like that one more.
Right. I like kettle chips too. The kettle chips, the real hard crunch on them joints.
Really?
Yeah, I like those. I like that salt and vinegar joint too. I like those.
You like it because it's not as greasy? Is that?
I like it because I mean it's like it's a crunch. It's like it's you know what I mean. It's real caveman-y. It's like you know what I'm saying how your grandfather's chip should taste. You know what I'm saying? Like. Yeah, why your grandpapa ain't got no chips? Because he's biting these hard ass chips. How did you make potatoes that hard though? Like you see these concrete ass chips. You know, it's like getting through grape nuts. You know what I'm saying? You feel accomplished. It's nasty, but you feel accomplished. You know what I'm saying? Or the kettle chips.
Shout out to everybody that's at the Pusha T joint.
Oh, the Pusha T shit is tonight.
Yeah.
Why weren't you at the Pusha T shit?
I wanted to go, but I was like. We do this show because Bishop gonna be all sensitive and everything. So I did it for you, man. You welcome.
He canceled the boy.
I'll be having to take abuse, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen, you know what I mean?
It's bad enough
you know
now.
But I miss you guys. Can I say this right? I miss you guys. I like talking to you guys. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad. P. I'm so glad you're back, P. You know what I'm saying? I'm so glad you're back. Yeah.
Word.
But now I'm tired of you. Okay. Now I want to go.
P, what you been doing though, man? What you got going on?
Man, your boy been busy, man. I've been getting a lot of
feeling. You had the accident. You almost died like Kanye. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, man. I did have an accident. I'm still trying to find a new whip. But you know, really? that's a small task, man. I feel like it's coming. It'll be here soon. But yeah, man, I had the accident. Fortunately, I didn't sustain any major life-threatening injuries. But after that, man, even with that, I just kept on working. Like gigs have been pouring in, weddings and school events and everything. So I'm with it. I don't know what the man upstairs had for me, why he took the car away. Maybe he got a Porsche waiting on me. I don't know, but I'm still working hard, man. So
the other person had to slow down. P. He did that. He knew. He was like, yo, let me see who could take this little blunt. I got to stop this other person. Let me run him into P real quick. P.
That's what it was.
You know what I'm saying? They was like, you know what? I'll run him into my man P. He gonna be all right. You know what I'm saying? P.
I've been meaning to thank you, P. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the sunglasses. You know what I'm saying?
So you got them. Okay, good. I didn't know if you even noticed them.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? I said, all right, yeah, we out here. I was like, I don't know if he noticed them, but
hey man, you got my best pair with the carbon fiber sides.
Yeah.
I said just go like
these. P dropped you off some glasses.
Yeah.
Oh man, that's what's up. Shout out to P. You know what I mean? He came to my house one time. You know what I'm saying? He ain't dropped nothing off. He took something from it, but it's all good. It's all good.
Yo, this Bishop met me at the door. I couldn't even walk in. He was like, "Hey, what's up, dog? Hey, all right,
nah,
hey,
buddy,
good to see you, man. All right now, yeah.
All right,
stay right there.
Right there. Got this shit. I had it right at the door for you. No, I know you coming. You know what I'm saying? I know you coming.
That's when he blessed me with the short set.
The short set. Shout out to Just for the short set, sparking us off on the short sets. You know what I'm saying? Like, you don't get enough appreciation, Just. I appreciate you, bro. You do a lot.
I saw the whole movement.
You
did. Really did.
Started a whole movement.
Created a whole movement, you know what I'm saying? And then that marketing plan was me. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, it was. It was all you.
That marketing. Let's say, hey, yo, like that short said something. Shit was like, yo, like it did. If people start taking that shit, like, whoa, I don't know you, B. What you? Right. Oh man.
Yo, it's short set summer. What you doing?
It's short set summer, B.
We done made short set summer a thing.
A thing.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. We got to figure out what to do with the fall or something like that. But yo, man, gotta figure out something to do it. Hey, P, you in the games, right? I just want to go ahead and shout out 2 games or whatever that I ran across, man. That I would say. Calypso Protocol.
Okay.
It's like have you played Dead Space, or have y'all heard of Dead Space before?
I haven't played Dead Space. I've heard of it, but I haven't played it.
Okay. But play Dead Space if you could get a chance. If you got Xbox Ultimate or Live or something like that, it's downloadable for free. Play all 3 of them. You know what I'm saying? The third part sucks, but you got to pay through it just to get the whole story. But it's kind of like Dead Space on a prison planet. So it's third person joint, Calypso Protocol, and Evil West. Evil West looks super duper dope. You know what I'm saying? And that's only it's not a AAA game. It's like one of the B-side games or whatever. It's about, so where AAA would be like $70, this one's like $59, $60. So, you know what I'm saying? I would say try one of those joints out. You know what I'm saying? I know you got the, you know what I'm saying, for the boys and stuff, Christmas coming up and all that. So
Evil West is like a Red Dead Redemption type of thing.
No, it's not. It's it's set in the West, but you're fighting vampires. Ooh. And the vampires come in different what's names, and you who have you played Guardians of the Galaxy?
Mm-hmm.
The Guardians of the it's kind of like Guardians of the Galaxy a little bit, except instead of team play, you do everything with the thing. But it's real dope. It got combos and all that shit in there. So Evil West.
Nice. That's what's up.
Yeah, so there you go. You know, man, I'm trying to cover all bases of everything that interests us. You know what I'm saying? I that's what it is. I'm just trying to do that. You know what I mean? Hey, and guess what? Hey, if you happen to be perusing the P-Hub, and you know what I'm saying, if you happen to be perusing P-Hub, I would also like to give a shout out to a young actress named Avery Jane. You won't be disappointed. That's all I'm gonna say. I think I've covered everything. Everything.
Just covered it all, man.
One more. Another one. We got to shout out the OG Ratcheteers, my man, Mr. Kevin Kazi Thomas.
Oh, yes.
Got the movie out.
Yes, sir.
Got to shout him out with that.
Got it, too.
Super duper proud of my man.
Yes.
Super proud of my brother. Make sure, you know what I'm saying?
Listen, you got to go, because it's like this. He shaved his face. And it's
got rid of the whole thing.
Yes.
My man been out in LA. He been out in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying?
Miami.
Miami. He has been, working on films. He's a whole fucking thespian. You know what I'm saying?
For sure. He got a new show he working on. Shout out to
you know what that means for me and Justin? We're gonna be extras. It's like, you know how Rob Snyder being all Adam Sandler
you gonna be talking, and all we doing, we gonna be mouthing watermelon and pineapple.
Watermelon pineapple.
Philadelphia Eagles.
Watermelon pineapple.
You know what I'm saying?
Joel Embiid.
Exactly.
You see that's acting right there. We just did that. You know what I'm saying?
on the fly.
Watermelon and pineapple.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Acting. Scene. That's
scene. Cut.
Give me my water. You an extra. Shut up. I'm Bishop Omega. Me.
Exactly. Give me my water. Yo. You know what I'm saying?
We'll walk off this.
I'm right up said I'm supposed to have a water when I come on scene. You know what I'm saying? That's it. Just give me a life water. I'm straight.
I'm good to go.
Up? Let me get that pH balance. Oh, one more thing too.
What's that?
Joe, have y'all seen the Joe Coy comedy special? This last one?
I haven't seen this new one though.
Please listen.
On Netflix?
On Netflix. I have not. And again, Joe Coy is one of those comedians that you watch when you just like, I'm gonna watch something, I'm drinking a little bit. I'm gonna listen to him. This mug was what, I like when this mug talk about the CPAP machine.
I use one too. Go ahead. Okay. I'm gonna check it out.
Hilarious.
Okay. I might check them out tonight while I'm laying in bed.
Right, with your machine on.
Yeah, my machine.
Sir.
He. My man, he. I ain't never heard of he.
Because just when you see he on.
Oh goodness, that's it. I'm funnier than Bishop Omega now from this day forward.
Hey, we ought to just leave it like that then.
Oh God, hold on, I can't breathe. Yo, sir. Listen, because when you see
we gotta put this as like a classic line. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man, because when you see it, man, like you're gonna see it, and then you're gonna call me. You're gonna call me when he does it, because what you just did is so spot on, man.
No doubt. Hey, y'all seen Woman King? If y'all haven't, go see it.
I haven't seen a Woman King.
I have not seen it.
That is a good ass movie. Like, I would go to the movies to watch it again. I would pay to go see it again. It's really that good.
It's really that good. We got the twins' birthday party this weekend, so I can't do that. You know what I'm saying? They turning 3.
It's about to be 3 and shit.
Nice.
Yep, the baby's turning 3.
Congrats to the babies.
Yeah. On the 24th, but we're going to have a party now so they can go ahead and get it out of the way so they can sleep. You know what I'm saying? Because they're going to party it up. But yeah, the baby's turning 3. Oh, man. Shout out to 506. We doing a hoodie ball at the 506 custom. You know what I'm saying? Come out with the best hoodie.
Okay.
Nice.
Win $150.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? So come on out. Icy the Boss gonna be in that joint. We got a few other cats on the joint that I should be able to pull up right now on my handy dandy
mobile pilot.
Mobile device.
Mobile. Any doodad, the new doodad of the future with all the knickknacks and all that stuff, you know. The giblets and the gadgets. Hold on. Let me get this doohickey working. Oh shit. Where's my gallery? Okay, there we go. Because sometimes you can't find stuff. But yeah, what's going on? There we go. All right, there we go. Yeah, it's going to be the hoodie ball. It's presented by GFA and Drozy. You know what I'm saying? That's going to be at the 506 on October the 21st, which is I think in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? At Chapel Hill, local 506. You know what I'm saying? The doors open at 8, $10 entry. Show starts at 9. We got Black Ladies on that J-Dub the boss. Icy the boss is a lot of bosses here. A lot of bosses. We got KL. K Lee. You know what I'm saying? Especially GFA. You're gonna be in the building, and you know what I'm saying? Art. I think that's Art the God, Art God or whatever. So you know what I'm saying? It's a sneaker ball. It's the hoodie ball. So come on out. All right. Put on your damn bestest hoodie.
And I might come out. I got a couple hoodies. I need to.
You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna recycle one. You know what I'm saying? But hey, they ain't seen me in it yet. So you know what I'm saying? Exactly. And they gonna be plain Jane, no sir. No sir. This joint gonna be the bust down hoodie. You dig what I'm saying? I might come out and look like a temptation. You know what I'm saying? Who was that? David Ruffin? Nah, that's Bishop Omega.
Yeah, I got a couple of things I might need to go ahead and just, you know what I'm saying, go out real quick.
You know, B, just bring out your old Helly Hansen hoodie. You know what I'm saying? I know you got one of the Helly Hansen joints Or what was the one with the G's on it? Looked like nines.
No.
The Gingo, the Gingo Green
joint.
I ain't never had one of them. I ain't never had one.
Sparkly nines on this shit, yo. Oh man,
I ain't never had one of them. P, where you DJing at this week, man? What you got? Yes, I need to crash a wedding or something.
Well, I'm helping with a wedding. I'm not DJing this particular weekend. So I'll be at a wedding, but I won't be. I'll be spending again next week. I got a gig in Apex.
Okay.
So yeah, man.
All right.
Still out here moving around.
Me and Bishop gonna crash.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you this right here, bro. Listen, this 2000. We going into 2023. I'm gonna need you to stop DJing for $80. I appreciate that. You know what I'm saying? Like, stop doing weddings and shit for $80. Listen, hey y'all not my man P. Yeah, he got to get a new car. Y'all not paying him $150 to do your 6-hour wedding.
Yeah, look, yesteryear's price is not this year's price.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? Let them know.
P out here undercutting all the DJs. That's why he's getting the jobs. He be like,
oh, you want $100? 99.
Like, look, I'm gonna spend 20 records for $80.
Right.
60 records. You know what I'm saying? You be hitting them.
No, I mean, people getting them. Like, how many records you want to spend? He charging extra RPMs and all that stuff now. Exactly. Be out here like, yo, shit, if
I got to speed it up, that's more money.
That means more records. The faster the song, you know what I'm saying? Or no, slow it down, that means more time. Like,
there you go.
I play a verse and a hook for each song. Which one?
What you want? You want the third verse? We ain't playing through it. I ain't queuing shit up. I ain't queuing shit.
Wherever it land, it land.
Wherever it land, that's where it going. Drop the needle on. Go.
That phenomenal was phenomenal. He's a little bit mean, but he's phenomenal. He's great.
I'm gonna do the top 100. I ain't say what year, but you know what I'm saying? Like,
yo, that would be some mess.
I'm gonna play Electric Slide 3 times and Baby Shark once, and I'm out. That's it.
Yeah. Like Yato and Gangnam Style or some shit. You know what I'm saying?
That'd be some mess. I hit him with nothing but line dances.
Gangnam
Style, Electric Slide, Cupid Shuffle, Biker Shuffle.
You know what? I think
Wobble.
You should make that a mix. I think you should make that a mix.
Go every line dance back to back.
I think you should make that a mix.
Word up.
A playlist.
It's a mix. And call that shit
a playlist. I challenge you, P Nominal, to make that as a playlist.
And call that doing lines with P. Oh God, yo!
I can't with you, dog. I can't.
Yo, man, I'm telling you, B, my market. I'm telling you, my marketing plan is deep, boy. You know what I'm saying?
Because you can get a good, and I'm talking about you could do the joints, you know, the bunny hop. I ain't worried about Josephine, like some classic joints that people do line dances to. You know what I'm saying?
Doing lines with P.
I don't know if that marketing will pan out for me, but we can do it.
Yeah, do that as a playlist, bro. Do it as a playlist. Put on Apple Music. Do it as a playlist.
Yep. Shit. Come get this line up with P.
Okay.
Line them up.
We line them up there. I like it.
P lineables. You know what I'm saying?
Hey man, that's why y'all head of the marketing department right there. That's what it is.
Right there. And look, hold on.
I'm saying,
AP, when you do it,
first DJ going nowhere records. You know what I'm saying?
Listen,
there you go.
AP, when you do your cover art though, do replicate Usual Suspects. So that way it's all you and the Usual Suspects.
Yeah,
line them up. You know what I'm saying? On the different poses. Yep. And in the different poses. And there you go. Yep. Just, you know what I'm saying? I did that for you. Absolutely free. So when you start making money off this, 10% off the back, and I'm not fucking playing with you. This is a verbal contract that's recorded right now.
It's recorded.
It's recorded.
I'm about to edit that part out of the episode. So, ladies and gentlemen, it's been another episode of Intelligently Ratchet with Dr. Reverend Bishop Omega Esquire the First, my boy King Just, and of course DJ P Nominal. Signing off. We'll see you next week. Take care. Peace.
And always remember, at the end of the day,
it's night.